good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some great news. As undefeated two-division world champion, WBC, World Boxing Council's middleweight reigning champion, superstar boxer, Jermall Lions Only Charlo, 32 wins, no losses, no draws, 22 big wins by way of knockout, 31 years of age, stands at 6 foot tall with a 74-inch arm reach. Well, he has a mandatory challenger and a big challenge on his hands as the WBC, World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman and the board have now ordered Jermall Charlo face former WBO junior middleweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is the now middleweight title contender, Jaime Munguia. 38 wins, no losses, no draws, 30 wins by way of knockout. He is 25 years of age, stands 6 feet tall with a 73-inch arm reach. With that said, Jaime Munguia is coming off of an impressive victory over Gabe Rosado, Puerto Rican superstar, title contender. And he got a unanimous decision this past weekend over Gabe Rosado. With that said, Jaime Munguia is young. He's shown improvement, okay? And Jaime Munguia is going to be facing against Jermall Charlo's former foe and a guy who's a very tough competitor in Sergey Derevyanchenko in his next fight, okay? Because he's 13 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout. 5'9" with a 67-inch arm reach, nicknamed the Technician, Ukrainian superstar boxer Sergey Derevyanchenko. Sergey Derevyanchenko, he has a fight coming up December 5th against Carlos Adams. Okay, so with that said, he has to get past that fight. And then Jaime Munguia, he wants to stay busy and fight Sergey Derevyanchenko. And the winner will be ordered to fight Jermall Charlo. Okay, now we know Jermall Charlo, he was campaigning to try and get a showdown with 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer, who is now the current undisputed super middleweight world champion, that being none other than Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is 57 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout, 31 years of age, stands at 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. With that said, Canelo Alvarez seems to be on the verge of vacating his belts as he's going up to cruiserweight to look to attempt to become a 5-division world champion, okay? So Canelo Alvarez is not going to be available, okay? Looks like he's going up to cruiserweight to become a 5-division world champion. So cruiserweight now limit is now 190 because they changed the limit since they introduced the bridgerweight division. And he's going to face Olunga Junior Mukubu, 28 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 25 wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, stands 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach, okay? So they're looking to schedule that in May. So with that said, Canelo Alvarez is not going to be available. We already know Jermall Charlo, he has no interest in facing off against 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, David Benavidez, okay? David Benavidez been calling for a fight with Jermall Charlo, 25 wins, no losses, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, stands at 6'1" with a 75-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a victory over Kyron Davis this past weekend as well. Impressive TKO stoppage victory. Okay, so with that said, David Benavidez has been calling for a fight and calling out Jermall Charlo for quite some time, and Jermall Charlo has shown little to no interest in fighting David Benavidez. He actually stated that he's not a super middleweight and he's not going up to fight David Benavidez because David Benavidez brings nothing to the table. He offers up nothing, so there's no reason to fight David Benavidez, and David Benavidez essentially brings nothing to the table, okay? And so with that said, it looks like Jermall Charlo is going to be sticking around the middleweight division. So that makes Jaime Munguia will defeat Sergey Derevyanchenko, okay? It looks like they're looking to schedule that early next year, the spring of next year, Jaime Munguia versus Sergey Derevyanchenko. I believe Sergey Derevyanchenko at this point in time is won, okay? I believe he shot one. I don't believe, he took a lot of punishment against Gennady Triple G Golovkin. He was knocked down by Danny Jacobs. He's been in some rough fights in a short period of time. He took a lot of punishment in the fight with Jermall Charlo, okay? So with that said, I don't believe that Sergey Derevyanchenko, at this stage in his career, has much to offer. I don't believe that he can beat Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia, now with Erik Morales, has shown leaps and bounds improvement. I was completely impressed by the improvements he made and he showed against Gabe Rosado, okay? I was completely taken back. I did not expect that. He was moving around the ring. He was moving his head at times. Now, he still gets hit fairly easy. That's something that's not going to go away because he's offensive minded, but I was definitely impressed by what I saw from Jaime Munguia, okay? Erik Morales is teaching him to be a counterpuncher. He's teaching him to be a thinker. He's teaching him to move. And so with that said, I truly am impressed by what I saw from Jaime Munguia. And again, like I stated, Sergey Derevyanchenko and his 3 losses, they were very tough fights. And so with that said, I believe he took a lot of punishment against Jermall Charlo. He took a lot of punishment in that rough, rugged fight with Triple G. And he was knocked down in a tough fight with Danny Jacobs. And I just think that Jaime Munguia is just younger. He's fresher. He's stronger. And he's more hungry. He's looking to accomplish more things. So that will lead us to Jaime Munguia versus Jermall Charlo. Okay? Now, this is a big fight for Jermall Charlo. It's a fight where he gets to prove himself. Jaime Munguia is going to be the best fighter Jermall Charlo has faced in his career. Okay? Jaime Munguia is big, strong, and hungry. Okay? He's very active. And we saw in Jermall Charlo's last fight with Montiel, okay? That was a tough fight, to many people's surprise. Now, I know he broke his hand. He injured his hand in the fight. He was retreating a lot in the second half of the fight. But nonetheless, it was a lot to be desired in that fight because nobody expected Montiel to have any success against Jermall Charlo. If anything, you expected it to be an exciting knockout, explosive fight. And that was anything but that, okay? Montiel, 6'1" with a 74-inch arm reach, 27 years of age, but he had already previously lost 4 times, 2 draws, been knocked out in his career. So you expected Jermall Charlo to walk right through Montiel, but it was anything but. It was an actually competitive fight that looked like Montiel may have been on the verge of stopping Jermall Charlo, okay? You saw some things and some kinks and holes in Jermall Charlo's game that suggest that he could possibly be stopped, okay, by certain fighters with aggression, and that's everything that Jaime Munguia represents, okay? He's big like Montiel. He's rangy like Montiel, okay? He's young, he's stronger than Montiel. He don't know how to lose. His confidence is through the roof. He's learning every day, okay? He's in the gym all the time. He's always in shape. The sky's the limit, okay? And if you replace Montiel in that fight and you put Jaime Munguia in that ring, well, Jermall Charlo may have getting stopped because one thing Jaime Munguia has is a sturdy chin and he has power, okay? And so you put Jermall Charlo in the ring with Jaime Munguia and replace Montiel, well, we could be having a whole different conversation, okay? So that's what makes it so interesting is because we don't know has Jermall Charlo improved because he's a flat-footed combination puncher, okay? He sits down on his punches, okay? He throws combinations. He's a counter puncher. He has a high ring IQ. He has a great jab as well. Stiff, strong, sturdy jab. Okay, he's accurate with his punches. But as we saw against Montiel, when you're a pressure fighter, you start to wear him down. He starts to wear on you. Okay, we saw also when he fought Matt Korobov. Okay, another fight who was pressuring Jermall Charlo and was having tons of success as he was pressuring Jermall Charlo. Okay. And, he was having a tough time hitting Brandon Adams. Brandon Adams was slippery for Jermall Charlo. And another thing is he continues to injure that hand. He injured his hand against Brandon Adams. Now he injured his hand again against Montiel. this could be a recurring affair, okay? This could be something that we need to pay close attention to. He's injured that hand a few times now, and the wear and tear, hitting the heavy bag, sparring, and the fights, it starts to wear and break down your body, okay? And Jaime Munguia is a very interesting customer. He's not coming in there to fold. He's coming in there absolutely to win. He's big, strong, hungry. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Now it's going to be interesting also to see if Jermall Charlo now decides that he wants to vacate his belt, at middleweight, go up to super middleweight, 168, and look to challenge David Benavidez for that vacant WBC title. Because you see, people are not going to acknowledge that Canelo Alvarez is not going to come back down to super middleweight. He's not going to defend his super middleweight undisputed titles. He's going to go up to 190. He's going to put on a lot of muscle mass. Let's say he goes up to 185. That's still a lot of muscle mass he's going to put on. He's not going to come back down to 168. Now, I can see Canelo Alvarez coming back down and campaigning at 175. But he's not going to come back down to 168 and defend his titles. So he will be vacating his titles. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hi, my name is Heather Vahid Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.